What's up, everyone? I'm Joe from Subtle Art Soap. I appreciate you stopping by the channel. Hope you're all doing well. So we're going to be shaving with our new release. Comes out on the 15th. Peppermint Cocoa. I do have a matching aftershave. Now I want to show you what I was talking about in the last video. So see, it separates a little bit down there. Now, if you let this sit, this will even separate even further. You can see that right there. Give it a good shake, and you're good to go. When you're working with certain essential oils, absolutes, and you're not using any emulsifiers, it will settle. Sometimes you'll see it floating at the top. Sometimes you'll see it like that one settling at the bottom because the absolutes are pretty heavy. Just give it a good shake. It's mixed up fine and it's good to go. Let's see the razor. This is the Imperial razor company. This is the improved eagle razor. Like that eagle etched on there. And I just honed this one on my other channel. I honed it. I used a conical, and then I finished with a black Arkansas. So if you want to check that out, I'll put a link down below if you want to see the honing video. And keep rolling with the peppermint theme here. I have Turning by TanZ. This is his lipstick red brush. This was the brush that he had put out for, it was part of a fundraiser for Kim Gray. It was the one that he auctioned off, and it came down to myself and Peter Wandoff going back and forth on this one. Obviously, I ended up getting it. I don't remember what I paid, but I really don't care. It was for a good cause. Unfortunately, we all know that Kim succumbed to her cancer, but this was one of the things that the community had done to help raise some money for her and, you know, kind of help her out while she was dealing with it. But that's the brush we're going to be using. And we all know, we've all heard by now that Turning by TanZ is shutting down. January is shutting down. I don't think there's anything left on the website. It's unfortunate. I know he did mention the reasons is he wanted to spend more time with family. And I completely understand that. I understand that 100%. Family is more important than anything else, than, you know, running a business. And, you know, that's the most important thing. And the only reason I'm saying that is because Sadie and I have had that conversation ourselves. This past year has been absolutely brutal for us as far as running the business. And, you know, I'd be lying if I said we haven't had that conversation ourselves a few times. So, you know, we're going to just keep pushing forward and see what happens in 2026. But, you know, Ryan, I absolutely sympathize with what you're saying. And I wish you all the best going forward. And I completely understand your decision. Bowl, I have a Rodak ceramic bowl. I already have way too much soap loaded up in there. And let's get rolling here. Now, one thing I do want to point out about this soap, it is a little bit softer than our other soaps, and that has a lot to do with the absolutes and the essential oils used to make the soap. That will affect a soap base. It can make it softer. You can see we have just lather just everywhere here. Just hammering away. It's just something to be aware of. It is a little bit softer. It may take a little bit longer to get rolling. Let's check it out. Whole bunch of lather. And I do have, I did put some peppermint pre-shave oil on. We have our peppermint beard and pre-shave oil. I did put that on. let's get going here. I did change the scent profile in this one a little bit. It's not as sweet as last year's. It still has the cocoa, vanilla, tonka bean absolutes in there, but it also has a little bit of some nutmeg, some ginger, just to kind of warm it up and take away some of that sweetness. So if you have last year's, this year's is a little bit different. I kind of like how this one is not as sweet. Another reason I did that is because I wanted to do an aftershave for it, but the I just thought it would have been too sweet, you know, to have that. I wanted something a little bit spicier. Just to warm it up a little bit. I did go through several different versions of this when I was putting it together. Several different versions. Breaking out the sprayer today. So yeah, like I was saying, this has been a tough year for us. You know, of course, the injury. My injury hasn't helped things at all. Kind of put us behind. But we're kind of plugging through that. The cost of things have gone up. I just ordered some new aftershave bottles. Now I was talking about making the switch from the bottles we have now, the square bottles we have now, to a round bottle, just because the price of those other ones had gone up, but I'm not making that change. We just ordered some of the bottles we have now, those bottles, and we're not going to raise the price. We're just going to eat the cost. I don't think I don't want to go raising it right now if I don't have to, you know. If down the line, if it continues to go up and up and up, then maybe we will. It's a little tricky going that way. But, you know, right now we have no plans on raising the price of the aftershave. And I also put in an order for more cocoa butter. I knew that was going up, but I paid twice what I paid. Some places don't even have it in stock. I think people knew that it was going up. I knew it was going up. I didn't know it was going up that high. But some people, I think people knew it was going up, and they jumped on all they could because a lot of places are out of it. Places still have it, but it's twice, even 3 times as much at some places than what I had been paying. So, you know, you know what? Let's go up again. I don't know why I always try to do that. Yeah, this edge came out nice. That's a combination of conical to Black Arkansas is really, really good. Oh, this is a This razor is a half hollow. So you don't get that nice ring, but certainly is shaving well. Got myself here the other day, so trying to be a little cautious around that area. Yeah, that's nice. All right, let's keep on going here. A little bit sore today. I had a pretty intense physical therapy yesterday, and we're making some changes as far as what we're doing. So we're getting more into strength training. And that's going to require some extra rest days, or at least one rest day in between sessions. I'm still doing 2 days a week at a physical therapy office, and then when I'm not there, I have a home routine that I'm doing. And that's every day. But we're going to be backing off the everyday and just and doing every other day, working in some rest time. But we'll see how it goes. It's still going very, 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 very well. Still on track for everything that I want to be on track for. Which is the most important part, not going backwards at all. All right, that's good. It's good for pass one. I am going to do a quick little rinse off here, and then do pass number 2. All right, let's get rolling with pass number 2. Just wanted to do a quick little rinse there. to see what I had going on. There is a peppermint essential oil in here. And that's something you'll notice that. It's not a lot. It's not like a menthol thing going on. But you will notice that peppermint essential oil have a little bit of a cooling effect. Which is a nice little touch to this one. That first pass was really nice. Yeah, that first pass really got down there. My towel here keeps falling down. All right. I think we're good. I'm only going to do 2. I don't think I need to do any more. 2 is working. Yeah, 2's good. All right, I'm going to rinse off, do a final rinse, and come back, throw on some aftershave, and we'll do a recap. All right, back, rinsed off. So like I was saying before, how if it sits longer, it'll separate a little bit more. So now you can see that there, right? Good shake. And you're good to go. Good to go. Oh, yeah, that was definitely, I know I said this before the last time, but it was definitely the right decision, I think, to change this fragrance a little bit, make it a little warmer, a little spicier. And you also get that peppermint hit in there. That kind of works really nice with that, with those warmer spices. Definitely a much nicer peppermint cocoa vibe, I guess we could say. All right, let's do a recap here. The soap Peppermint Cocoa comes out on the 15th. Splash Peppermint Cocoa. Brush Turning by TanZ. TanZ, I wish you all the best. I really do. I wish you all the best and going forward. Sorry to see you go, for sure. I mean, absolutely exceptional brush maker. But I understand, and I wish you all the best. Razor, Imperial razor. The improved Eagle razor. This edge came out really nice. I didn't point that out. The red scales. Yeah, these are not the original scales. These scales, the original scales were kind of rotted away when I got it. So these are acrylic scales that I picked up from Patrick Ross Razors. Rodak ceramic bowl. That's soap on the bottom of the bowl because I had this stacked in another bowl, so I don't want you to think that that's the bottom of the bowl. That's soap from because it was stacked in another bowl. And that'll do it. So that comes out on the 15th. And like I said, it's a different scent profile than it was last year. I like how the warm spices that I added kind of smooth out that sweetness. It's not as sweet. It's definitely got that cocoa vibe to it, but it's not like last year's, which was really much sweeter than this year's. This is much nicer. All right, guys, that'll do it. Thanks for watching and enjoy your weekend. I'll catch you next time. Take care.